People of all generations downsize, but find out why baby boomers specifically are choosing to do so. My name is CYshow, and you're watching the CYshow. Hey there, it's Caesar with another video, and today I want to talk about downsizing. So perhaps you're thinking about retiring soon, or perhaps the kids have moved out, or maybe something else happened that makes you want to think of downsizing. And today I want to tell you the primary reasons why people decide to downsize. So I'm going to tell you about a survey that Homes.com did. They surveyed a lot of people thinking of downsizing, and they got all the reasons why they would downsize. So let's go through them. Okay, number one, 59% of people decided to downsize to save some money. Now, this is a great reason to downsize, but it all depends on what you do with the capital. So there are several things you need to think about. First thing is, do you need to sell, or are you going to rent your current home? If you decide to rent, that can be a great source of additional income for you, but perhaps you need to sell your current home to buy the new home. So if you need to sell, there's several things you need to think about as well. You need to think about any repair costs that may happen that may need to be done to your new home or your old home, any taxes, any commission, etc. So make sure to think about that. And if you're gonna sell your home, make sure to be smart with what you do with the capital. Any proceeds from the sale of your house, you may want to save it for a rainy day or invest it to make you more money. But if you're simply gonna use those proceeds from the sale of your house for consumption, then you might as well throw your money away. Number two, 38% of people decided to downsize because their previous place was just too big. And this makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of families with children, and when their children grow up and decide to move out, they have a lot of space left over in the house, bonus rooms that they don't know what to do with. So it makes sense that they want to downsize to cut the cost, save some money, and get rid of those bonus rooms. Okay, so let me just tell you, a lot of these primary reasons are starting to be very similar to each other and kind of connect, but let's just get through them. So number three, 36% of people decided to downsize because their previous place was just too much to clean and maintain. And this, as I said, it can relate to the other reasons. If your kids move out, then you no longer have somebody to help you clean the house. As you get older, it's harder to sweep, mop, and get into tight spots. So it makes sense that if it's a cleaning problem and a maintenance problem, it's probably right for you to downsize. Number four, 23% of people decide to downsize because their children have moved out. So we've talked about this. Once your children grow up and they move out of the house, you have bonus rooms that you don't know what to do with, and it just makes sense to cut down all that cost, save on that mortgage, and downsize. Number five, 22% of people downsize to relieve some stress. So it can be because the mortgage is too expensive, the living costs are too much, the money you need to maintain the home, to clean it, anything else, it just builds up all this stress. So for a lot of people, as they get older, it just makes sense to downsize to relieve all that stress, cut off cleaning costs, mortgage costs, insurance costs, and that's another reason. And lastly, number six, 16% of people decide to downsize to reduce clutter. So there's a lot of people that have a ton of stuff in their homes, and I'm sure you've experienced it. Whenever you move from place to place, you decide to throw a ton of stuff away. So people downsize just to reduce clutter, to get rid of stuff. So that's another great reason to downsize. And that is it. Those are the primary reasons to downsize. I hope this is helpful, but like I said, if you're thinking of downsizing, and if you have that question, most likely the answer is yes. But if you're thinking of doing it, make sure you have a plan. Make sure you take into account all the costs, everything that needs to be done. If you need to sell your current house, if you want to rent it out to make some additional income, just make a plan. Anyways, I hope this information was helpful. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you now or in the future. And thank you for watching. See you soon.
Give me